Welcome back, guys and girls, to another episode of Does What It Says. And on this episode, I'll be going through and doing a small comparison review and sending round my little Anki test track, the LDARC VW vans, and some of the turbo racing drift cars and the race cars. So the C75s, which is the rubber tired red one in the picture, and the C65, which is the one with the gold wheels, which is the limited edition one, and this one, which is again another C75, but it's a black edition, and very quickly becoming one of my favourites, if I can be completely honest with you. Well, let's have a quick look first of all at the LDARC Volkswagen camper vans. And don't they look good? Look at that. This is my blue and white one. I've also got the grey version. They've got fully proportional steering. They've got suspension all round. They've got rechargeable internal batteries, so you can recharge them. And they've got a lot of things going for these, to be honest with you. They've got a very good lighting system as well. You can flash the front lights just like that. Do it again in a minute. So there you go. You can flash them with a button on the control, or you can turn the lights on completely. They've got some underlighting, so some neons as well, multicoloured neons. You can change the colour on these ones. You can't do that on the turbo racer, but you can on these. So red at the moment, and just with a switch of a button, just dim the lights for you so you can see it a little bit better. Purple and loads of other different colours. I've gone through all these in another video, as well as opening it up and showing you inside and the suspension and bits and pieces that are on them. And I can tell you now, for the money that you pay for these, which I believe they're £65 at the moment, they're really good. You can't really beat them, to be honest. And I've got to admit, I do prefer these over the turbo racing cars. If there was a choice out of all of them, this would be my choice. If I could either have one or the other, this would be coming home with me straight away. So let's stick it on the track, see how it goes, and what we'll do afterwards is we'll have a little look, see what you get inside the box, just see what you get for your £65, and I'm telling you now, you will not be disappointed. Right guys, this is my Anki test track, Anki overdrive track with the side rails connected, and I've just bought some red and white barriers just so the cars don't fall off and you don't have to keep on picking them up, and it works a treat, to be honest. So I thought, yeah, I'll use it as a little test track, and as you can see, these cars go around it pretty well, they grip pretty well. Really impressed with these. These LDARC little Volkswagens, they're slightly bigger than the turbo racing. They've got a little bit more grip. They set a little bit sturdier, to be honest, and they go really well. They've got 3 different speeds on them, all changeable on the control. I'll tell you what, let me put it on. It's going pretty fast now, to be honest, but let me put it on a higher speed just so you can get an idea of what these things do. And you see, they are so fast. I can't even bleed and control the thing. Well, that's how quick it is. I'm even spinning out everywhere. These have got rubber wheels and they're still spinning. If you guys wanted to set up a little indoors track for you and your pals to race on, this would be an absolutely perfect little setup. Get 3 or 4 of these vans, set up some of these Anki tracks, stick some barriers around it, and you'll be well away. But anyway, let's have a little look. We've had a little look around this track, so let's have a look and see what you actually get for £65 in the box of one of these little vans. So as my boy says, what's in the box? Well, what sticks out to me first of all over all the others is you get an extremely nice controller with these. For £65, that's spot on. You can adjust plenty of settings on it. You got steering trim, you've got your throttle control, loads of bits and pieces, you got your lights and everything. You also get a few stickers for your fridge or wherever you want. You get a spare body, you get the instructions, you get a very nice display case. It also keeps it clean, stops it getting damaged when it's in storage. You got a little small red pack of accessories, which has got like tyre walls and red and white barriers and bits and pieces in it, some flags. You get some little transfers and some LDARC stickers and a tiny little screwdriver and a charging cable for your car, which is perfect. What I also like about this is it comes with an internal included rechargeable battery, which is blinding. You don't have to take the panel off the bottom. I'm just doing it to show you that these cars come completely, totally ready from the box with all batteries needed, ready to go, ready to rock and roll. And when you finish messing around with it and bashing it around and racing around the Anki track, it fits nicely back into its original packaging, which is very good quality packaging actually. Protects it very well. As you can see, everything fits in. It's got a nice little cardboard box lid as well, which goes on the top of that, and then a little sleeve that goes on with all the information on. Yeah, so next up then is this little beast. This is the Turbo Racing C75. This is a race version. It's not a drift version. It's got the rubber tyres. If you look very closely, you can even see grip on the tyres, which is mental. It's got a red neon underglow and bright white headlights. It's a lovely looking little thing. Fully proportional steering. It's got indicators as well. Turning right there, turning left shows that one. The front ones are working as well, as you can just about see there, but you can see at the front as it spins round, and it just looks absolutely awesome. And I say absolutely awesome too many times, but they are. It's a beautiful little car and I love it. So much that I bought the black version just because it looks awesome, as you'll find out in a minute. Again, fully proportional. It's got a nice red underglow as well. Just let me dim the lights down so you can see it. It's got indicators as well. So we've got a really nice red underglow. And not only has it got a red underglow, it's got red lights. How mental is that? It just looks evil, don't it? Anyway, these things have front suspension as well. Just thought I'd throw that one in just in case I didn't earlier on, which I don't think I did. If you do look carefully, you can actually see the grooves in the tyres, which I think is just mental attention to detail. It's got a very nice black finish on this one as well. So let's get one on the track and see how well it handles. Now, I can tell you now, guys, that you can't just get this, stick it on a track and go, yeah, and drive around like this, because this took me about 20 minutes to be able to do this. What you do need to do is you need to trim up your steering and the throttle and bits and pieces and just get it set up so it makes nice turns. So if you, just in case you're thinking of getting it and getting it out of the box and going, yay, whack it on a track, it's going to go really well, it won't. You need to get used to it, find out what it does. And it's the same as the Volkswagen buses as well. You have to mess around with those as well, sort out the steering so they're not too sharp. Because don't forget, guys, these are originally drift cars, so the steering is extremely tight. So you just have to ease it off a little bit so you can get around the corners nicely, just like that. Even though I'm absolutely crap at driving these things, it's going pretty well. So if I can do it, you guys can do it. But anyway, it goes pretty well, and I've got to admit I do like these cars, and the drift car as well is just as good. And the things have got some speed as well. When you put these on a higher speed, they really blast off, but they lose traction. That's the only thing with these on this track. It's just like that. I'm not going mega fast, and they just lose traction. When you try to get any kind of power down, I think that if you had some kind of a weight inside it, maybe, I mean, you can hear the wheels, they're losing traction all the time. If it was kind of weighted a little bit, it probably would get a little bit more traction and you could go faster. I haven't done it yet, but definitely an idea that I might delve into in a future video and come back and show you, or one of you guys can do it. Yeah, as you can see, they have got some power and they will go fast, but they just lose it. Grip's gone. As soon as you put any kind of speed down, the grip's gone, and that's exactly what happens. But hell of a lot of fun, and either whether you buy a Volkswagen or you get one of these, you will not regret it. So what you get with it in the package when you buy it is you get a nice little controller. You get 2 spare bodies. You get either the black one or the red one, or whatever one you choose. There are plenty of different models out there to get. Nice little cardboard box and the instruction leaflet, and obviously the charging cable. So it's a good little deal. It takes 4 AAA batteries which fit nicely and clip in and held very securely actually in that little clip which fits into the handle of the pistol grip. It's got nice little controls on the top, very easy, nothing difficult about it at all. Packs back into its box very nicely, foam inserts, and another foam insert goes over the top of it which car goes into with the 2 extra bodies. And we can all start getting excited about the next one we're going to look at, which is the C75 limited edition by Turbo Racing. And it looks stunning. Look at that, nice little decals on it, nice orange colour. Obvious differences are the spoiler. It's got a raised spoiler at the back. It's got brass weighted wheels, metal wheels. This one's got a built-in gyro on it as well, just to assist when you're drifting, as this one is more of a drift based car rather than a racing based car. As you can see, fully proportional, same details as the other car. So kind of the main differences between the limited edition one are the wheels, the spoiler, it's got a gyro on it, and the pistol grip controller is of a much higher quality, which you'll see when I show you that in a while. But what we shall do for now is we'll stick it on the track and see what it goes like, and after that we'll have a look and see what's in the box. Now, considering it's made for drifting, he's in a slow speed, but you control it on your on the controller a lot more. So this is kind of down to your finger control, really, your throttle control. But as you can see, it's going around pretty well for a drift car. I'm not really drifting around corners because my drifting is far from accurate. Yep. I'm not even going to try and drift it at all, to be honest. Might do a few little spin outs, but I can guarantee you that I didn't even mean to do them. But look just like that. But I think because of the weight of it, it actually handles pretty well round this track, and it's quite a lot of fun as well. I mean, this would definitely keep up with one of the race versions, one of the ones with the rubber tyres, the other C75s. Definitely give it a good run if you had a good control over it. Had a little race going. Definitely worth it. Absolutely, 100%. Blinding little cars, all of these. The Turbo Racings and the LDARC Volkswagens. They are awesome vehicles to have. So just while we're on the limited edition version, this is what you get. You get that nice little control. You get a receiver with a gyro in it for another RC car if you want to use the control with something else. You get the car itself, you get a little lanyard, you get some cable connectors, bits and pieces, you get a charging cable, you get a nice little screwdriver, all the instructions and bits and pieces, and you get a nice little box. It all fits in it very, very nicely. And you get more spaces in the top that you can see that you can cut out and put other vehicles or other bodies in, so you can actually put some more of your turbo racing cars and keep them all in this box, which is a nice little limited edition box for one of these cars. Well worth the money. And just to finish the video off, because I enjoyed making this video so much, I got the Anki drive mat out, laid that out, and tried one of the C75 round it, and it went like a dream. Look at this, it's lovely. It's a perfect little race mat that is for it. So I got the limited edition out as well, and I tried that. Even though it's got the metal drift wheels, handled pretty well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it, because I've had hours of fun just messing around with these little cars. My own preference, same as what I said in the beginning, nothing's changed. I would definitely I'd go with the Volkswagen vans, but I mean it is a 50-50. It's what you're into, what you'd like. They're as good as each other, to be honest. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and fingers crossed, like and subscribe, and I shall see you on the next one.